Hey guys, Merry Christmas. Welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't subscribed, please do and turn on notifications. So this Christmas I am in Hong Kong actually. Most of the time I do take the opportunity to try and go back to Australia or maybe visit somewhere else. Because of Hong Kong's proximity to like all these other Asian countries, it's very normal and common for people to go away just because we have like quite a few days off as well. And in terms of like the Christmas feel, Hong Kong can be a bit festive. Like we do have the trees or like, songs played in shopping malls and things. But I think it's not as Christmassy as the feel of like, say, in cold countries like America or Europe. It just doesn't feel as Christmassy. And then obviously the extreme we have in Australia is that it's totally summer. So we're just like, it's a totally different kind of Christmas feel. So today I'm headed over to a friend's place just for a little Christmas potluck gathering, and we'll see how the week goes. I don't really have much plans for these couple of days just because, again, like I said, either people have left the country and gone away or it's pretty chill and yeah, it's pretty relaxing. But it's different because in Australia, like I would probably be at Dairy Bell eating ice cream because of like 40 something degree heat. Anyways, let's go and show you what Hong Kong is like during Christmas and New Year's. So I just spotted this at Lucas's, and he got this sculpture bag, which is really cool. I was looking for this when I went to IKEA the other day, just because even if I couldn't get the Mona Lisa USB thing, I would have liked to get this. He apparently got it 1 week after the launch at the Causeway Bay store, which is kind of sad because they still had it after the actual launch. I'm really sad. And he uses this as his laundry bag. Maybe I will sneak it one day if he doesn't remember about it. Good morning. Today is actually the day after. I pretty much spent the whole of yesterday binge watching You season 2. I had been waiting for it to come out for ages, especially like after the first one was just so intense, and I just decided to binge watch the whole thing. I won't give any spoilers, but I think it was a long wait. Season 1 was pretty intense if you have seen it, and I think the added element of what makes it kind of like creepy is also the fact that the main actor Penn Badgley also used to be in Gossip Girl. So even though the stories don't have any links whatsoever, I think the persona takes a bit of like element from Gossip Girl and then transfers that into You. So this season, yeah, it's still pretty messed up as well as usual, but it was really good, and I guess we will see whether or not there's a season 3. I don't want to say anything more about that, but it is messed up. But I'm glad that I binge watched all of it, so then now I can talk to anyone that has like finished it as well. Bear in mind it did just come out 2 days ago, so if anyone has finished it as well, please tell me. But anyways, I am going out today, so I'm going to be catching up with a friend who actually does come from Hong Kong but now lives overseas. So we're going to get clay pot rice. So clay pot rice in Hong Kong is more of a wintry thing to do, even though I must say that this year's winter really isn't that cold. Like today is only about 18 degrees. So in reality, because it is a humid country, it does feel a bit colder, so more maybe like a 16 or 15 degrees. But I remember one winter like 2 or 3 years ago, like it was legitimately so cold, back down to like 0 degrees. It actually felt like London, and that was actually freezing. But thankfully we haven't had winters that are so cold, so I would consider like 18 degrees, to be honest, to be more like cardigan weather. But anyways, clay pot is something that people in Hong Kong have only during the winter months. I guess because Hong Kong is normally so humid and hot and everything, it's quite hard to have in summer months. Although we do have hot pot in summer, so I'm not really sure the logic between that. But basically, yeah, clay pot is it's quite fun and warming, I guess, because they cook it straight, like they cook the rice and everything straight on the ovens and the grills and everything. And the part I love the most about it is the part that you get that crunchy kind of grilled rice at the bottom of the pot, and then you just, you choose your toppings. You can put whatever, like typically you put just like soy sauces on top of it, and it's a really tasty, yummy little dish to have, and just really kind of warms the heart a lot. So I'm gonna grab clay pot rice with my friend and then just kind of catch up a bit, because it's probably been over like a year or so that I've seen him. And then we'll just kind of explore Hong Kong and show you what else there is happening in the city right now. So I'm here right now, but it seems like there are two branches, because I think I messaged my friend and I think he went to a different branch as well, so I'm just waiting for him to come over. So just be aware of that if you are meeting with your friends at this place. There are different branches that you can go to. So yesterday was a bit of a fail just because we went to two clay pot restaurants and figured out that actually they don't do clay pot rice at lunch. I think this is something someone had probably told me before, but I kind of forgot, and I was a bit hurtful because I swear I have been to a place that was open for clay pot rice at lunch. So I think it is probably just a more nighttime thing that they do, and they don't really do it during the day. So that was a bit of a fail. We ended up having like clay pot eggplant instead, which is still really nice, but it's just different to what the actual clay pot rice dish should be. And then also last night's dinner was really, really good. I'm sure I've shown you the pictures. It was, I think, like a Burmese kind of restaurant, tapas style as well, recommended by one of my friends who had stumbled across it. So they were still in like the soft opening kind of launch at the time that we went. And it was really nice. Like actually the dishes had a lot of flavor, and quite like the bread, we really love the bread for some reason. It was just nice and dense, kind of like roti, but a lot more dense. And my favorite dish for last night definitely was the butter chicken terrine. Like it's like terrine but infused with butter chicken, so it was a really, really cool dish that I did not expect or could ever even imagine like something like that. So that was really fun. And above all, I think we just had such a great time because the staff there was so amazing. They were really engaged with us and like just kind of kept talking to us. So it was a really lovely experience, and I think just the location of it all as well, it was more towards the Shangwan. No, sorry. It was more towards the Saingpun area, but more Western district, so it was a lot more hidden. And that area was like a small neighborhood. There's a lot quieter, not in like your hustling, bustling LKF Soho area. So that was a really nice place to be, and it was a lot more chill. So yeah, overall, very, very enjoyable. So this morning I was supposed to go hiking with a friend, but now I guess like the weather's not too good, but also we've had a slight change of plans, so we're just gonna catch up, maybe grab some food, just walk around Hong Kong for a bit. Today I am in a bit of a snooze mood, so I'm just in like a hoodie and everything, so let's wander around Hong Kong looking like I'm going to hike, but not actually. So let's go. Oh my god, this is so yum. This is what this place is famous for. It's like beef pancakes. It's really, really good. It's almost like the Suntian files that you get in Shanghai. Whoa. Yum. Happy that we actually stumbled across that coffee shop, just because I had seen it before somewhere. It's basically like it used to be a traditional Chinese medicine shop, but basically they've kept the structure and most of like the furnishings of it, but renovated it to become a coffee shop. So what's great about Hong Kong sometimes is that you can find little places where they kind of keep the heritage, but they change elements of it to modernize it and make it, I guess, like more relevant or accessible to current times. So really happy that we stumbled across that little place. So right now I'm headed back to look for a Muji store, because again I want to check out the luggages just to see which kind of rolly new plastic one I should get. So I absolutely love Muji stuff. Like, everything is so good, compact, simple. So I'm gonna check out the luggages they have, just because like I saw some reviews online, and it seems like the new ones have like a lot of different functions that might be subtle differences to other luggages that have been made by other brands. This one, okay, let's try. I guess it's like your standard rolling luggage thingy. I've never used these, and to be honest, like I'm the worst packer ever, so this will probably force me to actually pack properly, because it's like a two-way thing where you have to kind of close it up together. But what I heard was really good is that they have this thing here which can basically like lock the wheels. So wait, apparently that like stops the, oh, that's really cool. Like it pretty much stops the back wheels from moving, and you, like, if you are on a train or bus or something, then at least like you won't run the risk of it wheeling everywhere. So that's really cool. And right now it seems to be on special. Like usually it's 1,480 Hong Kong, and right now it's 850, which is nearly like $600 off. So this one is 62 liters and 4.9 kg. And it's a toss between whether or not I go for the sincere ones, because the ones that I checked out yesterday, so Sarah gave me stamps, and you have 10 stamps here, and 10 stamps plus like a few $100 you can get the luggage, which is the ones that we checked out, versus the Muji ones, which I just really love the fact that this thing stops. and then look, it doesn't move. Whereas if you stop it, and it goes wee. So 62 I read was good for maybe 5 to 6 days of travel. I don't know, I probably should check out 87 or 1 or 4 liters. Most of the time what I'm actually more concerned about is like shoes. I don't know if this is enough space. It's actually not that shallow. It's actually quite shallow. So clothes, yeah, maybe fine, but I think if you added shoes and stuff, it might be a bit tight. So maybe I do need to check out the bigger ones. So I think I'm gonna see if I can find the 87 or 1 or 4 liter ones, because I don't think that's enough space if it's just like for 5 to 6 days, and I tend to overpack. So it might not be enough, especially because it doesn't have that expanding function. So maybe I'll see if the 87 liter ones are better. I absolutely love stationery, and I have a feeling that this layout is new, that they have like the dailies in one bit and then the monthly at the front, because previously they didn't really have anything like this, so it looks quite different. And last year I was using the Midori one that was recommended by a friend, but I really like this layout because that means that like you can have your big holidays printed in like the monthlies, and then in the actual weeklies you can put like your day-to-day hourly kind of schedule, which is good. I still love having paper and like writing on things, so it's kind of nice, and this size is actually quite cute and compact to bring around, whereas this one is a bit bigger, and it doesn't have that daily schedule timing. This is very large, the font, but this one, I love that it's like, yeah, I love the hourly kind of breakdown, and then you have the overview at the front. So, and right now it's 20% off, so maybe we should get it. And actually I love that it already comes with a plastic cover, so it's gonna be like a protective sleeve for it. And we have that little finder thing in here as well. Okay, let's get this for 2020 in just a few days. And I also need a sketchbook. I don't think this is a sketchbook. This is a weekly planner. But I want to get a sketchbook. So I really love using Muji sketchbooks as well, and I know this seems on the big side. I don't actually use it to draw or paint or anything. I can only draw stick figures, but I love that these are so big. I just love drawing ideas here. Like whenever I'm just thinking about, let's say life, but like planning my career out, or like thinking how, for example, I should like topics I should do for YouTube, or just content planning, that kind of thing. I love having like these kind of big pages to draw everything on. So I think I'll get this and the diary planner for today. Luggage wise, I have to go just think about it and check out the bigger sizes. So just before I wrap up for the day, I'm just going to head to Esleet to have a look. I love checking out their B magazine. Every edition they do different focuses on brands, and sometimes they do really cool brands that I like following. Like so far I've collected like the Diptyque one and the Chanel one, so I just want to see if they have any new releases that are worth collecting. So these are the B magazines. It's actually by a Korean publisher, and they do like different brands each time. They kind of break down different things, like for example how the brand came into it, like maybe special products that they do, and it's just really nice. Like being a marketing branding kind of major, it's really nice kind of seeing how they deconstruct like the brand and how they've built the heritage and everything. So I love just kind of collecting ones, like if I really like the brand, then I love collecting it. What do they have? APC is really nice. Blue Bottle Coffee has just launched in Hong Kong not too long ago. Maison Kitsune. I don't have this one, but I've never even tried the country ones either so far, but the collection seems quite light this time. But nothing really new that I want. I would actually get Muji.
that would be really cool to discover, but maybe next time.
Hey guys, happy 31st of December. So I didn't vlog on yesterday just because pretty much I didn't really do anything. I was just at home editing videos, so I decided to kind of leave that out. Today is the last day of 2019, so with that I wanted to do a small recap and then kind of welcome in 2020. So 2019 for me was bittersweet kind of year. There was a lot of exciting things. There were also some like not so happy, uncomfortable things as well. But overall, I think like, you know, it's been a pretty good year. I wanna appreciate the good things about it that happened. So starting off with the happy things that happened was that I attended 8 weddings this year, and this was so amazing just because, like, you know, it's really nice seeing people get together, get married, find the love of their lives, but also the fact that it's also a great opportunity to see friends that you haven't seen in ages. And I was bridesmaids for 2 of the weddings, which were totally new experience as well. And yeah, like it's just a really fun experience and really amazing thing to be part of. Sadly, next year I don't have too many planned yet, so we'll have to see how it goes. But maybe like a lot of my Australia friends are nearly all married. It's just like the Hong Kong ones and other places that are not so married yet, so we'll see. And what was great about attending all these weddings is that I got to go to new places as well. Some of my destination weddings was in London, Bali, which is my first time there, Jakarta was also my first time there as well. So that leads me to my second point. The second highlight would have been traveling to all these new places as well. Kind of as a result of going to all these different people's weddings, I was able to do side trips or kind of en route onto other places. So kind of the perks of going to destination weddings is that it's kind of brought me to new places. So Bali was one of them. But in general, other countries that I visited for my first time this year, or cities, sorry, I should say, include like Venice and Manila. And it's been really awesome being able to explore these new places and just seeing what the country or city has to offer. 2019 was also the year where I did solo travel for the first time. So while technically Japan was my first solo travel trip, I kind of don't count it just because I'd been there so many times, and I feel like Japan, yeah, it was just a bit different. So my first kind of solo travel was really in Venice and in Vietnam. So that was really fun, kind of experiencing it differently. I'm not usually a fan of solo travel, but I can definitely see its perks, and it has been rewarding experiences in its own right. I think both offer amazing experiences. It just really depends, like. And there's no way to really well, I guess you could test it if you went to the same place and did it twice, one solo, one with friends, but yeah, there's no way to really test it. You just kind of go with it. But I think solo travel does just solo travel just opens yourself up to your surroundings a lot more, whereas when you're traveling with people, you're more kind of in an enclosed environment. So 2019 didn't come without its growth and challenges, and I think in general, like, change is difficult, but at the same time it does give you the opportunity to push yourself further. And when you feel uncomfortable in something, it's actually good because it means you're kind of upskilling, you're moving on, you're moving forward, you can think of it as like upgrading to version 2.0. So 2019 wasn't the smoothest year for me. I think career wise it was a bit challenging, or not so challenging, a lot of growth and learning that you kind of had to figure out on your own. But I won't say it's a bad thing, because ultimately I think everything happens for a reason. And for me, I personally go through these kind of cycles every few years. So I've always had like little crises. I don't know how to say that. I've always had these kind of little hiccups or road bumps every few years, and it's always been good because, you know, once you realize, you can move forward and kind of get on with it. And just at the end of the day, I think it's just moving you closer to where you need to be. So it is uncomfortable. Like, I don't think these are the best or happiest places to be in. But ultimately, I think when you are in a situation where you feel a bit stuck or lost or just maybe unhappy with what your current situation is, that uncomfort is going to be good for you long term, because it's going to push you towards that direction. And even if you don't have the answers, that's fine. What I find best is just to keep talking to people, because when you talk to people, you articulate your own ideas and articulate what you're thinking inside. And even if the person is so irrelevant to like what your situation needs fixing or whatever, it just helps you kind of
you just have that kind of, what's the word? You have that kind of board to bounce off of. And from talking to people, you might be exposed to a new idea that you previously hadn't even thought of. And that's what really gets you moving. So 2019, I had so much to be thankful of. I think, like, you know, attending all these weddings, traveling so much. I really traveled a lot this year. So I'm very thankful for having that experience, but also having these kind of career or like personal growth challenges that will help me hopefully push myself to a better 2020. And I'm excited to see what's in store. So enough of the recap. I am going to head out now to find some friends, grab some drinks, and then like hopefully try and celebrate New Year's.
All right.
You were always smarter.
Cheers.
Like love. I remember how we started to realize we're miles apart. Strange motions, like a shift in the flow. A change coming. It's inevitable.
Our baby is back from London, fresh off the plane.
We can work it.
Nothing says Hong Kong like wrapping up the year in Hong Kong with some Asian desserts.
AKA Mark.
In the paradise, we can work it out and see the hard times fading. In the sunrise, we can flee the night.
So this place is where we come for like late night munchies when we've gone out, we're feeling like we're craving food, but we want to get something local. This place opens around like 3 o'clock in the morning every day, and apparently usually it's catered to like mini bus drivers or students that are studying in uni who want like a midnight snack. And so since we were out until this late on the 1st of Jan 2020, this is how we're gonna welcome 2020.
The perfect way. I love Hong Kong.
And so here are like where we can get all the foods. So that's a beef thingy. I think it's like rice inside. I don't know what is it called.
I don't know. Oh, actually I know. Fu Chok Gun.
Oh,
That's
okay.
in Cantonese. What's this one? Oh, another one. That one is massive. The same one.
No, it's
Fu
different.
Chok Gun.
Oh,
Oh wow, they have chicken feet.
this is some chicken feet.
Ooh la la. How about this one?
Wait, this one.
Oh,
Ooh,
hot
hot
dog.
dog.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna
Lilo.
get this
You just take it and then put it back on the.
Sorry.
And then here we have lo bao.
What else do they have?
Lo
What's this one?
bao. Ooh, char siu
Char siu
bao.
bao. Yeah, I love char siu bao. Sava, which one do you want? Ooh la la.
So there's
With
different types
the
here.
beef one,
Beef one,
the
char
pork chop
siu,
one, char siu,
shrimp ones
shrimp
as
one,
well.
dried shrimp.
And then in the next one we
Ooh
have
la la, with the rice dumpling.
Mangai. Yummy, yummy, yum. This is beef tripe
Right, yeah.
in a
The
curry
stomach.
sauce.
Okay.
So this is the
I'll rip it
famous
open for you. It's boiling actually.
Lao Saba Siu
boiling hot.
Live for oh.
No, don't worry. Ooh la la.
Ooh, hello.
It's amazing.
It's so beautiful. Look at that custard. So we just finished dim sum in Kennedy Town, and right now we are at Central Pier, just by the ferries there. And so actually, like, watching sunrise is one of the things I love to do. I've been doing it for a couple of years. I probably didn't do it last year, but I've definitely done it a number of years. I just love being able to watch sunset.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sunset, sunrise. I love being able to watch sunrise, and
After
it's
dim sum.
after dim sum,
Perfect
yeah,
way.
but it's just like a nice way to start the year, even though it means that you do start. It means that you do start quite
sleep deprived, but actually I'm really not tired today. I'll probably sleep later. But it's just a really nice way to kind of watch the sunrise, and it's like the first day of the year. And we had a really nice chat at the dim sum place before with
they're so
the uncles
cute.
and everything. So it's just a really nice way to start the day, start the year.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, so we're gonna watch the sunrise for a bit. I think it's due to start in like 15 minutes.
Sure, I think it's up. It's quite light already. It's up.
No, but no? What?
Yeah,
How?
and it's quite light already.
But as you can see, it's quite cloudy right now. So
Yeah,
I don't
air
know if we're gonna be
pollution.
able to see much of this sunrise.
Oh
But
wow, I mean, you can still see our pretty faces. I mean, bloated one.
pretty faces.
After dim sum, the greasy hair and dark circle.
So we're just going to find a spot to kind of sit and watch sunrise right now. See if we can see much beyond the cloud or the fogs or maybe the
Yeah.
pollution.
Maybe I
And-
can blow it away.
and and this is our start to 2020, guys. So thanks for watching again, and
Make sure you like and subscribe.
and we will see you in the next vlog.
Yeah,
Bye.
definitely.